When you have a situation on a construction site, when there's material handling equipment, whatever that might be, it could be a crane, it could be a forklift, it could be any other type of material handling equipment, the people who are operating that equipment have a very significant responsibility to make sure that they are aware of their surroundings. So whether it's how they're picking up the load, whether they're aware of somebody who's in front of them or behind them or underneath them, the person who is operating the material handling equipment has a massive responsibility. There may have to be a spotter involved. It may be a blind pick. It may have to do with the way the load is bundled. There's a lot that goes into those cases. Whenever you have an accident as a result of material handling equipment or a crane accident, there's a number of different parties that can be held responsible, and it can be anywhere from the general contractor who failed to establish appropriate policies and procedures. It could be the crane or the equipment handler who was not handling the equipment properly. It could be who loaded the piece of material handling equipment. It could be a spotter, someone who is standing in the area to make sure the vicinity is clean. So it really runs the gamut with regard to which companies and individuals can be held responsible when you have an incident that involves material handling equipment. If you are a construction worker on a job site that has material handling equipment, you have to be aware of your surroundings. And while sometimes you work in an area that's not as safe as it should be, speak up if and when you can to make sure that there's any unsafe conditions that can be addressed and remedied. When you have an opportunity, please contact the attorneys at Fulginiti Law so that we can make sure we get on site as soon as possible before the equipment is fixed, before the load that may have fallen on somebody gets removed. We have to make sure that we can see the conditions as they occur, to make sure photographs are taken, to make sure if there's any video in the area that can be downloaded and preserved. So please get the proper medical care, but please also contact the attorneys at Fulginiti Law so that we can help with your incident as quickly as possible.